Friday morning, getting like an Amy haircut. Off to Centre Parks later, but some bits to do first. This has arrived. It's some springs and the tops for holding the blades in on the chipper that were obviously destroyed the other day. It's obviously behind the counter knife is all damaged and probably gonna have to get that fixed, but for now we can probably chip if we put them on. So we're gonna stick them on and get going this morning. We found somewhere as well that sells them drain pipes, not drain pipes, gutters in Wigan that's got them in stock, so we'll shoot up and get them as well. Yeah, so all those bits of chip escaped and it's blocking the airflow, so I'm just going to scoop it out with the fork. What really we could do is something to clean out properly underneath. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Yeah, bits of chip have fell out the edges and blocked the airflow underneath. So I'm just trying to scoop it out now. It's hard to see really, but it should be clear like that. What I could do is something that go underneath 4 meters, pull all the stuff out like a flexible auger or something that I can leave running and just keep sliding in and out each section, because each section's around 2 foot wide. That's the section there. So see how you can see into it on the big tool. That's how you can see. But need to get that out. There's a piece of foam that's blown in. Bit hot and sweaty now. I've dug out what I can. I'm going to put the fan on flat out and see if it blows it out the far end. So the airflow can now go into the floor because it wasn't drying very efficiently. The boiler sits behind this wall and the bottom little bit of it from sort of there onwards gets warm because it's part of the air tunnel. And I've got a guy coming tomorrow from Glasgow and he's going to insulate that back wall. So I'm going to show you on the heat camera what it looks like now. I've got the heat camera here. I'll plug it in and show you. As you can see, it's hot to the left and then there's a pillar and then it's hot all the way along just in that corner. So if we get that insulated, it should make a massive difference. Yeah, so once that's insulated on the inside of there to about here, it should stop all that heat coming through, making the wall warm. You might have missed it, there's a load of dust blowing off that tractor because it's been parked in the shed as he drove it out. It's got a load of wheat on that I think it's due to go out pretty soon. Just putting the handle back in now. So he's got to close that gap at the top. Andrew's up there working the spanner, the ratchet now, holding the spanner. Roger's putting a shed up next door, so he's just dropping some kit off ready for Monday. Just stick it in that shed there. It's a beast, isn't it? I'll do. Got 2 trailers in there, one with oats and one with wheat, and a very dusty tractor. Got a maize gluten going out. Simon's here for chip with the 939. Roger's just dropped his kit off the next door, and Flats are here now dropping off some shavings to dry and collecting. Yeah, thanks. And collecting some dry shavings. They've been collecting some holly and Lolandi off the pile for making reeves. Just started chucking it down now, which is a bit of a pain because that gutters, we've still not picked that gutter up yet. Anyway, Simon's going to load himself with chip and we're just going to see how Andrew's getting on putting the chipper back together and see what's going on. So, because it had such an impact, still on that, it damaged the bottom holders. So that one's been replaced. Some of them were okay, and the studs that hold them in, because what we don't want to do is studs fracture and fly off. The stationary knife's now back in. It's just obviously behind it, that plate right in the centre of the screen, that's all bent, and that's part of the chassis. But if we get the blades in and the knife running, we can chip again, and then that can be repaired at another time, because that is a massive job, because it's basically the whole unit of the machine. So Andrew's just got the blades ready to go in now, and then the little springs that you don't really know what the springs do. I think they just keep the bolts tight. They live between that section and that section, and I think it just keeps tension on them so that they don't rattle loose. But yeah, that's the bottom holder that's bent. It's a bit hard to see really, but it kind of ducks down there. Rob was here. Yeah, there you go. So that bend there. Bend there by my thumb. Stuck together with oil. Surface tension of the oil, isn't it? Look at that. You can have a shave with that. No. Just wind studs in the back to set the depth with this tool, so that sits on there and make sure that the gap's right against the anvil. It's like a depth gauge. That's it. He's just sliding the teeth in now. This should be back together in an hour, and we're going to give it a run up. It's like a demo trailer or a brand new trailer that they've come with. Certas. Sounds German, doesn't it? Sales, service, parts and rental. And John's just loaded the dry shavings now. Once that's on, you've got the wet ones here. So when these trucks come, they have like 25, 27 ton of this on. By the time it's been dried for a few days, nearly half of it disappears. Half the moisture's driven out of it. So that floor basically for the last 6 months has been continuously on shavings. Goes springy as well when it's heavy. It obviously sits in the wagon and the top will squash the bottom and it fits in. When it's dry, it's like a burst mattress trying to fit it all back in. This is near enough empty now. Just some pedestals and a push and a bucket in the corner, but some of this sugar beet pellets is due in on Monday to store for a few weeks, so this will get pretty full. It's coming into the local dock. I think they're going to put 3 or 4 trucks on it on Monday just and then Monday evening we've got some young farmers visiting as well, so if we've got an empty shed somewhere we'll get some of the kit in it in case it's raining so that we can kick some tyres. Don't forget, Christmas is coming and there's plenty of merch in stock, but be quick because we don't want the post to fall over, which it normally does in the next week or 2, doesn't it? So if you need any hoodies and merch, we've obviously got these new red ones as well. Have we got any festive ones yet, or we're not doing them this year?
No, I've got them.
No, we're not doing festive ones this year. It added a bit too much complication at what was already a busy time. Anyway, I am going to go and get changed, a quick shower, throw some clothes in the bag, pick the kids up and get to Centre Parks. Simon's off and his beacon on his track is a bit faded, it's nearly white. Rucksack, that's me, packed for Centre Parks. Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. So let's see how much Olivia's got and Charlotte, the kids. I'm ready now, another C&J truck's here, John's just sorting that out. I'm going to quickly see in the office, then I'm going to get up to Penrith. What happened there? Have you got a longer wagon? He didn't realise, he thought that was the bridge, but it's not, it's there. We need to paint it. That's the bag I brought. That is what Olivia brought. Oh, you got no pants on? We were going to draw a abatement on the blackboard in Centre Parks, but there is no birthday today, so can't. So happy birthday if it's your birthday. That's all today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.